Let's go by the numbers. For Fairfield Glade, Tennessee, there are currently 75 single-family dwellings listed as active for sale on these Tennessee Realtors MLS with a median list price of $495,500 and an asking price per square foot of $242. The listing leaderboard tops out at $1,340,000. And the most affordably priced property in the Fairfield Glade community is going for just $159,900. The average days on market is 96 and the median day is just 59. Easy for me to say. 37% of the active listings have had a price reduction since hitting the market. In the last 30 days, there were 10 sold listings with a sold price per square foot of $212 and a sold price to list price ratio of 98%. The contract ratio is 14.7% and the absorption rate is 13.3%, which equates to 7.5 months of inventory should no other product enter the market stream. There are 11 pending listings right now, and in the last 10 days, there were 9 new listings added to the market. One listing expired last month, and the top sales price winner went for $665,000. Congratulations to the winner. So I hope that everybody is beginning to focus on what the numbers tell us and how to use the numbers to our benefit when we're negotiating, when we're a buyer or a seller. Let's do a little quick breakout on one of the metrics. Let's do sold price to list price ratio. How do you use that? Well, the sold price to list price ratio, first of all, there's two varieties. One is sold price, what the property is sold for, to original list price, or the active list price at the time that it went under contract. We like to take a look at sold price to original list price ratio. That's the one that matters to us. Now, in Fairfield Glade last month, that was 98%, which means that of the 10 properties that sold, no, 10, there we go. Of the 10 properties that sold last month, they averaged 98% of their original asking price, which means that they were priced appropriately. Now, how you use that is, as a buyer, is you take a look at what the seller is asking. If the seller is asking $250 a square foot and the community average is $220 a square foot, well, he's $30 a square foot over what the average is. And when you take a look at that property and it hasn't been updated in 20 years, there's really no outstanding features. It's all just kind of average. The curb appeal is average. You know, there's nothing truly outstanding about that property. Well, that seller is just speculating, and they're hoping that somebody is going to come by and just have to buy his house. Well, he's probably going to find out that somebody doesn't exist. And so you want to take a look at the sold price to list price ratio and the average asking price per square foot or sold price per square foot and compare it to the property that you're interested in. And that's how you start to come up with your offer. You know, a lot of buyers will just kind of wing it and they'll just come up with a number and say, I want this, you know. I like to think in terms of percentiles. And for every 30 days on the market, I will pursue or recommend to my client a discount of anywhere from 3-5% per month. So if something's been on the market for 60 days, they haven't had a price reduction, I'm going to suggest to my buyer, hey, let's go after them. Let's give them a 10% haircut. So that's how you start to understand how to use the sold price to list price ratio, taking into account the average asking price and sold price in the community. And this is how you can begin to win in the real estate game. If you have any questions about any of this, shoot me a text. Let's set up a meeting. I'll walk you through it. If you are in the market to sell in Fairfield Glade and you think it could be a good idea for us to meet and discuss how we sell homes for top dollar with less hassles, let's set up a call. You'll be glad you did. And in the meantime, everybody has an opinion when it comes to real estate. We like to stick by the numbers.